Hi everybody. I wanted to talk today about something that I think is going to be deeply impactful to the internet. As many of you know, I am a big, longtime fan of cryptocurrency. I say cryptocurrency. I've been following Bitcoin specifically since 2011 at least. I have a chat log with my friend Rob where we were talking about Bitcoin mining and how do you do it? How do I get into this? And I really want to start being involved with Bitcoin. And then in 2013, I made a documentary on the topic where I lived on Bitcoin with my new bride. So, all of this is to say, I'm a longtime fan and advocate for the incredible potential of cryptocurrency technology. So I want you to appreciate the next thing I'm going to say. I've just seen a technology that I think may be more impactful and meaningful and useful in myriad ways than Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Cool that light just turned off. What is this technology that's going to be more useful, more important than cryptocurrency? Well, the short answer is AI, but specifically today I want to talk about GPT-3. Oh, come on, what does GPT stand for? This is the latest version of a text generation algorithm from OpenAI. OpenAI is a group developing AI for the benefit of all mankind, according to their credo, their mission statement. Founding members include Elon Musk and Sam Altman, the former director of... Sam Altman is the former president of Y Combinator, arguably the premier tech accelerator on planet Earth, and he is now the president of OpenAI. Okay, back to GPT-3. This is a text generation algorithm. Doesn't sound very impressive. But let's show you what it can do. This stuff is mind-blowing. GPT-2 came out a while back, and it could do some things that were pretty cool. It was text generation as well. GPT-3 is not different. It is the same algorithm. What is different is that they are feeding it over 100 times more data. GPT-2 had 1.5 billion parameters. These are the points that it analyzes to understand what it should be modeling. GPT-3 has 175 billion parameters. Now, scale matters. If you scale something up, it is going to change the nature of the thing. You cannot build a passenger jet the same way that you build a remote control airplane. And you can't build the shuttle the same way you build a passenger jet. The things get bigger, the distances get longer, you have to take a new approach. That is true in building anything, and you would expect to see diminishing returns with the same approach, just bigger. But what's happened here is that they have applied the same approach, but bigger, and it has worked shockingly well. You might think that benefit would taper off after so much data is added, but they're not seeing that. What that means is this has gotten a lot better, and with more data still, it will get better still. I'm a techno-optimist. I believe that technology can do incredible things to bless all of humanity if we're thoughtful about how we build it. And it's notable that OpenAI's mission is to build AI that will benefit all mankind. That being said, this will be massively disruptive for a lot of professions. Up to this point, I've been kind of skeptical about the predicted robot jobs apocalypse, the massive wave of technological unemployment that's coming because of AI. This is something that I'm not entirely uneducated about. I've read some books on the topic, and I'm not convinced. Creative deconstruction has existed for hundreds of years. Why should it be different this time? Here's why. The Industrial Revolution made muscles way less important. Previously, manual labor is how an enormous number of people made their living, lifting and moving heavy things. Now we have machines that do that way better than any human ever could. So people get into other kinds of jobs. They get into service jobs and hospitality, and more to the point, they get into information jobs. People start dealing with information and data and communications. And we've built tools to facilitate that, including computers, the internet, and now AI. But with GPT-3, it's clear that an enormous number of information jobs are now in jeopardy, because this will be able to communicate and speak more clearly, more succinctly, and more cheaply than a human being. So who should maybe be watching their back? Anybody who deals with text or written information. Journalists should be worried a little bit. This could easily be fed some data points, some facts, and write a journalistic article. In fact, in many ways, it'll be better than human beings. It'll be faster, and theoretically can be done without quite as much bias. Theoretically. Lawyers maybe should be worried. This can produce legalese that is accurate and technical and applies to the specific people in the specific situation and the specific jurisdictions involved. And in fact, programmers might need to be a little bit worried. GPT-3 can generate functional code based on a plain language description. OpenAI has just opened this up to people in a private beta. So programmers are accessing this, they're experimenting with it, they're seeing what it can do, which is why it's getting so much buzz right now. If only this were as easy to invest in as Bitcoin is. I can't tell you to just go buy some GPT-3. Though this will be commercially available later this year. So don't be surprised to start seeing GPT-3-powered AI chatbots helping you for all kinds of things, but I can say you might be surprised how capable they are. Here's the weird experiment I want to do. I want to create a digital clone of myself. I want to mix facial technology like deepfakes, text generation technology like GPT-3, automatic animation software, and yeah, that's enough to start with. Feed GPT-3 text from all of my social posts through the past 16 years. Blog posts, Facebook posts, tweets, that should be enough. And then feed another algorithm pictures and video of me from my entire adult life, of which there are many to choose from. Just scroll through my Google Photos. And there are myriad different animation tools that can take that facial information and create a pretty convincing animation of this face talking with the text that GPT-3 generates. Plus, there are vocal synthesis tools that have come out that are actually kind of hard to get because I believe the companies developing them realize how problematic they are. If you can perfectly mimic somebody's voice and have it say whatever you want, there are all kinds of nefarious ways to use that. I just want to model my own voice for my digital clone. If you have any tips on where I should start to build my digital clone, let me know. I seriously want to put something like this together as a test, as an experiment, as an art piece, whatever you want to call it. All right, team. Interesting stuff, interesting times. It's not all bad news. We'll talk to you again soon.